You're looking at a cylinder head from an OM 617 Mercedes diesel engine. When this engine arrived in the US market in 1978, I think people were freaking out, trying to figure out how could you make a 5-cylinder engine run smoothly. Well, this proved to be one of the best diesel engines ever made, and many of you will agree, but they have a unique sound. You can hear them coming down the road. But as these engines age, they do develop some issues because they're so old. Look at this one, 30 plus years old, and I just want to, in this video, share with you about the cylinder heads on these engines. This would include the 4-cylinder OM 616 and the 5-cylinder, both non-turbo and turbo diesel engines that were produced up until 1985. My fifth alert concerns excessive oil consumption due to leaking valve guide seals. And this is what the valve guide seal looks like. You can remove the two nuts. You have, of course, the locking nut and the adjusting nut. Those come off. And you can remove the spring. And here is the valve guide seal. That's what it looks like. And look at this one. It's hard as cement. These things really harden up with age. It's amazing they last as long as they do. But when they harden up, they start to lose their sealing ability. You can see this one is a little bit loose on the valve stem. So what happens is oil gets up in here when the engine is running, and then when you turn the engine off, of course, it leaks down through the seal into the stem. So if you have excessive oil consumption and you get a lot of smoke, a lot of black, dark, oily smoke at startup, it may mean that all your valve guide seals are no longer sealing. Now, this is a job you can do yourself. You can do it without removing the head. We have a kit and full instructions because you have to be really careful when you do this because you don't want to drop any of these valves down in the cylinder chambers. Oh, let me tell you, then you have a big problem. But if you follow the instructions carefully and you have the right tools, our kit does include the right tool to do this job and the procedure and the new seals, you may find that you can reduce oil consumption and your engine will burn much cleaner. But just keep in mind, folks, if this is an old diesel and it's burning oil, it doesn't necessarily mean that valve guide seals is the only reason you're using oil.